High as hell when I'm in the clouds. That's that space shit. Elevated, I'm hella faded.
Hey Earth signs. Alright, this is going to be a pick a card, but it's going to be a general reading for all Earth signs. I'm not going to spend too much time talking in the beginning here, so you guys can get right to your reading, get on with your day. But I will explain a little bit. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Whichever one jumps out at you first is the one you're going to want to pick. If you feel drawn to more than one, watch both of them. Watch all of them if you want to. It's whatever, whatever resonates. Time is fluid, so, even though it's posted today, you could find it weeks from now, it might be relevant. So don't worry about the time it was made. Things may or may not resonate with you. If they do, wonderful. If they don't worry about it. It's not for you. Excuse me. All right. So just take a deep breath, pick a card, and I will see you in the piles. Timestamps will be in the description. All right, I think that's it. Thank you so much to everyone who is liking, commenting, and subscribing to me. I really, really love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, that's it. I'm done. Good luck. Hey, pile number 1. Aww. Okay, so we're going to start here. You ready to find out what's going on? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, this is intuition. So for some of you, I don't know if some of you are having a little bit of a, I don't want to say issue. I think like maybe some of you might be doubting yourself, doubting your intuition, doubting the things that you're picking up on. Don't do that. I know it's easy for me to be like, don't do that. But you really need to hear, you're trying to be told not to do that. Okay? I have a feeling that you have been getting a lot of signs too. Something's been, I mean, it's enough for you to be like, that's weird. Okay, so it's not weird. It means something. So let's see. High Priestess. I love the High Priestess. I resonate with her a lot. I love her. She's very intuitive. She's very psychic. She's she's able to kind of see beyond the veil, see through illusion, lies, those sort of things. She's able to really peer into the deepest part of everything. Some of you, your intuition, if you are following it, it's on point. Like, incredible on point. Like, you'll see things or, like, it's incredible. Okay. B and J. So whatever letters, I don't know, for some of you, if those letters mean something. I never pay attention to letters. Like, I've been staring at these cards for so many years. They never jump out to me anymore. So the fact that they pointed them out, for some of you, those might be initials that mean something. So there you go. For some of you, it won't. Just disregard that. I feel like some of you are spending a lot of time daydreaming about love. Would be a very innocent way of putting it, I guess. You're definitely spending a lot of time with it. Some of you are really spending a lot of time within. And I think this might be just kind of a, so you can see what things would be like. You can feel them. You could maybe, like a test drive kind of thing. You can try it before you buy it, I guess. Make sure that this doesn't cause, I just heard balance, so make sure that you don't do this to the point where it causes an imbalance in you. I mean, it's fine to daydream, it's fine to fantasize, it's fine, that's fine, but, if like you're doing it and, everything's going to shit around you because you haven't like gotten up to do anything in like 3 days, you might want to stop that. Something about the moon. Maybe I'll know later. I don't know. Told to point out the moon. So there's the moon. Maybe something will happen by the end of this moon cycle. I feel like it's, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure if it's waxing or waning, but I'm going to say just from feeling by the end of the coming moon cycle, something either important will shift, something important will happen. Maybe you'll have some sort of realization or epiphany. But before the next moon cycle, I would say. Very dreamy, though. I feel like a lot of you are very spending time within trying to find answers on things. And a lot of it is where you're going to go, like what you should do, things like that. Next. I'm going to keep each segment that I do for this series, like around 15 minutes. I want it to be super easy, super quick for people. So usually my old pick of cards, they'd be like 2 hours long. But I'm not doing that. I'm going to do 15-minute quick horoscopes. Boom, go about your day, All right. Knight of Water, which is Knight of Cups in the Rider-Waite Tarot. Knight of Cups, usually what comes, what I've seen come from that, are offers of love, offers of emotions, you to them or them to you. You might be invited somewhere, you might be asked out, you might be going to some sort of like a celebration or like some sort of like a fair or some kind of shindig, It's very romantic. Again, it's like some of you or a lot of you are feeling very romantic, very dreamy, very in your feels, emotional. And I feel like, there's want to be really productive, Like you want to be really productive, you want to be, getting your stuff done, but I feel like there's this, it's almost like, and this is why I think you're spending so much time within, because you're like, this isn't normal. I need to research, I need to do some research on this. This isn't normal. I mean, what is normal, but that's another video. Okay, so some of you might be thinking about what it would be like to have a family. And I mean like instant family. So I don't know if the person that you're thinking about or, you know, interested in has kids already. But I almost, or maybe you think about, you know, you guys getting pregnant right away. But it's almost like very quickly after you get together, there's a family, there's, you know, like a unit, and you're really taking that into consideration. I think that's something that is really kind of playing in your mind, what that would be like. Okay, and like I said, it's almost like you're running timelines on how things will work out, like futures, trying to see just where things can go, how far they can go, if they'll even go, you know, that kind of thing. You know, because you can sit down and you can think about that. You can see how things will play out. Usually, if you're very calm and you know you're in the right state. Don't do it if you're like super emotional. Like if you're like in a crying fit, like don't. It will never work out. Okay, there's separation for some of you. So some of you already know this person, like you know them. Some of you haven't like met, but there's some kind of separation. And this is really causing some sort of need to balance emotions. I don't know if maybe someone left, you left, I don't know, they left, somebody left, you know, there's a need to balance emotions. I heard energy transfer, and I'm not like too sure what that has to do with a lot right now. Okay, this is what I'm seeing, and it's like I'm not like I'm not like super good on the technical terms and stuff. Like I can barely turn my damn TV on, seriously. But it looks like circuits almost like if you had like a light, you know, the electricity, and it's like going back and it's going forth and it's going back and it's like traveling forth. It's like electric, like this, like electricity. Okay, it's going back and it's going forth. It's doing it in a way that's making me feel like ping pong kind of, you know, like it goes there and then it comes back and then it goes there and then it comes back. And it's like everything is like something for some of you, something is really going on with that's making you be like, wow. So maybe this is just your emotions going back and forth. I don't, that's not the impression I got. I got the impression that there are two separate locations. There's like, this would be you, this would be something else, someone else, okay? And it's like, bzz, bzz. So I don't know if there's some sort of communication, but telepathic maybe. I almost feel like the two of you kind of switch off with things, and that's why it's like one will experience, then the next will experience, and then the next will experience, and it's like this balance of energy almost. Transfer of energy, I guess. Okay, that's how that makes sense now. I'm always like, I don't know what that means. Okay, and your last card is going to be support. So you have support. If you're not aware, you couldn't even believe what you have around you, watching out for you, helping you, guiding you. I mean, it's, you know, like, you know what I just thought? It's like when you're running a marathon, you know, and you have like all the people at the end and they're like holding up signs like, yeah, go. And they're like super enthusiastic and supportive and like they're going to be there at the finish line like throughout, like they're all the people throughout the race, you know, scattered like different. That's what it's like. Okay, that's what's surrounding you. Bunch of people rooting for you. Not I don't want to say people like it's only like people, but entities or angels or spirit, like whatever you want to call them, they're there. So you have a lot of support. I do feel that they are trying to contact you. They might have been trying to contact you, or I honestly feel though, whatever it is they're trying to get your attention on, you already know what it is. So, I feel like you maybe don't want to admit it. Maybe you don't want to admit it to yourself, but you know, just be careful with that. Okay? You know, you don't want to, I don't know. I'm told to shut up, so I'm going to shut up. All right. I hope that was able to help somebody. I hope it, I guess I'm not done. Hold on. I don't know why I planned anything. Doesn't work out. Hold on. Okay. You're going to be sent something soon, okay? Some sort of sign. Song. Some sort of song. I keep seeing this card again. It doesn't have to be a song. Whatever, the next time you see something and it kind of like piques your attention, immediately remember what you were just thinking about. Okay, whatever was on your mind at that moment is important. Super important. I feel like some of you have, I've already gone over my time, damn it. I feel like some of you, maybe you're dreaming a lot. Like, I mean, everyone dreams, obviously, but like in a way that's like not usual for you, maybe. I keep feeling like there's something else. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. When you see something, let it keep going. You know, you don't have to spend time freaking out or just note it. Just note it that it happened. You know, and this, if you need to look at things logically, if you're trying to do that anyway, you know, how would people who are logical, how would they make those choices? They would make logs of them. They would keep track of it. They would, you know, so then there's, after a period of time, there's this accumulation of data that they've gotten over this period of time, and they can you can see you'll be able to see what it is. So maybe start doing that. Start logging down things. If something catches your eye, if something, and you can go back and then after a month or two, you know, maybe a month, oh, maybe a week, if you're getting enough of these things, go back and look and see, you know, and that might help you a little bit. Sometimes our brains like to see proof, you know, and that's why tarot cards appealed to me when I was younger, because it was something tangible. I could hold it, you know. I could put the things I was hearing in my brain somewhere, and I could see it. I could touch it. I could see, well, it's right here. It's real, you know. So that might help some of you. For those of you who are having an issue looking at it from a not too emotional standpoint, like maybe you're getting too caught up in it. Like and I don't think it's bothering you. I think like it's bothering you, but at the same time, I think deep down, if you're super honest with yourself, I think you're pretty happy about it. But who knows? Take what resonates with you. If the thought of it being someone, if you're not sure how you feel on that, think about them not being it. Like try to flip it around and see. I'm not sure what they're trying to. Like every time you get a confirmation, doesn't make any sense. I'm running way over my time. They're like, shut up. I start getting complainy because I'm like, they want you to think about if you weren't getting these signs. How would you feel then? You're getting these signs. So how would you feel if you weren't? Like if you weren't getting any of them and nothing was telling you or nothing was pointing in that direction? You know, because like every time you get like this beautiful confirmation sign, it's like, this again? But like I think deep down it's kind of like, okay, there's some more proof of it. That's good. So what's the issue? I don't know. Okay, I'm way over my time here. The other piles are kind of probably be like, what the hell? Okay, I hope this is able to help somebody. I really hope that this helps you out. I know it's kind of scattered and all over the place. I don't know. I guess that's my style. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and commenting. I really, really, really love it. I love talking to all you guys. So thank you for that. Divine Destiny 1111 on Instagram. Be my friend. DivineDestinyTarot.com. You can get some readings there. I think that's it. It's good to be in your feels, but it depends on how you're there. You know? Use your energy wisely. I think would be a good thing to say. All right. Bye. PayPal number 2. All right. I'm going to try to hold off as long as possible, but I'm going to tell you, I need a drink. Okay? So if I end up needing to get up for a drink, I'm just telling you right now, it might happen. Okay? Because I'm getting kind of thirsty. Got me talking a lot. All right. Okay. I've been starting with the regular ones, but I guess, what the hell is going on here? What the hell? Hair's being, whoa, my hair is being weird today. Okay. Three of Earth is Three of Pentacles. Collaborations, working together, working towards a common goal. This is also, to me, this is a 555. This 555, that means something. Keep an eye out. A lot of people a lot of people seem to be wanting a lot of proof. Okay. At least they were in pile one. I feel like some of you might be recognizing, like, okay, I see an anthill. Random, I know. Imagine having that brain, right? I'm just kidding. Okay, I see an anthill. Now, inside an anthill, I don't know if any of you have ever, like, sat and watched, like, I've sat down and actually watched ants. I don't know if that's weird. It might be. A lot of stuff I've done has been considered weird, but has nothing to do with this. Everything in that anthill has a job. Like every ant has a purpose. Okay, and it's important. Some of you either need to recognize this or are recognizing this, that everything is kind of connected. Not kind of, everything is connected. I shouldn't say kind of connected. It's connected. Everything is connected. Okay. This is going to really, if this is what you're thinking and you're really starting to like, I don't just mean like, think like, oh yeah, we're one. No, like this is when you really start to feel it. I know for me, like I was like, oh yeah, like it's one. But then I think that's before you actually understand it, you know? Some of you are actually feeling that, like a connectedness to, you know, the cosmos or whatever you want to call it. And that's wonderful. You know, I think that maybe some of you are really recognizing the gifts you have, really coming into your own and kind of being like, yeah, like I have a part to play here. I have a reason for being here. And if you're not thinking that, I want you to know that you do have a reason here. Okay? There's a part you need to play. There's no time limit on, you know, when you're supposed to find it. That purpose is, it's whenever you're supposed to. Okay? Sometimes letting go of the need to figure out what it is will help you figure out what it is. You know, with a lot of things. The second you stop really stressing them, they kind of start to work themselves out, right? We tend to put a lot of extra shit in our lives that we really don't need to, and it's all mental. It's all, you know, this need to over-process things when in actuality, things are actually very simple. It's just very hard to comprehend them. Some of you might be getting recognized for like an outstanding achievement at work. Maybe you got some sort of award, or like maybe even the boss was just like, yeah, like really good job, Tim. Like that's great. Good for you. Probably not like that though. I don't know what they would say, what your name is. Very creative. You're being very creative right now. I feel like you're building, you're working towards something. But there's it's not just like you're mindlessly working, you know, like I feel like for some of you this might be something you're working at. like you're working towards, like you have some sort of, finally you have some sort of concrete thing you can really grab onto and be like, this is what I want to build, this is what I want to do, and you're making the necessary things to try to go in that direction. Now it's a 3, so I mean you do have a ways to go, and it's a pentacle, so that's great. That means it's slow. But the good thing about pentacles, even though they're like, they're slow, when they're mature, when it's ripe and it's good and it's what it needs to be, when it's manifested, it'll be amazing, okay? And it'll run smoothly. It'll be really an incredible thing. And that's because it was given the time to grow, okay? Swords, wands, you know, those things, they're so quick sometimes, they don't work long term, you know, because there's not much of a foundation, you know, it's just kind of like whatever we could scrape together at the time, you know. Pentacles would take time to build a foundation. They would have everything mapped out. They have gone through every step. They've learned, they failed probably 8,000 times. They learned all sorts of new things. But it's going to be reliable. It's going to be steady. It's going to be something that you can guarantee is going to work out long term. It might take longer to get it going than something else, but long term, like bigger picture, that's a good thing. You know, you will get to a place where you feel like it was worth it. I think some of you really are kind of upset that it seems like so far away what you're trying to do. It only feels like that. You know, it really, you're a lot further than you think you are. You know, it just hasn't manifest, hasn't materialized yet here. You know, other things are happening. For some of you, you are just starting, you know, and it's not going to be easy. It's going to take a lot of dedication. It's going to take a lot of work. You know, you got to put the hours in, you got to put the time in, you got to put the effort in, you know, and if you got other things going on, kids and family and school, work, whatever it is, even self-care, you have to figure out a way to squeeze yourself in. You know, first and foremost, you have to make sure that you're taken care of. You know, there's a lot going on. So you have to make sure that you're realizing that. Schedule. The importance of scheduling. If you'd like to be a part of a team, wonderful. If you're really good at it, great. For those of you that aren't, you might want to try not being so bossy. I mean, it's good to be bossy. I'm bossy. But, you know, you have to know when to be kind of bossy. But not like bossy, like shitty. You know what I mean? Like, I guess it'd be assertive. Would that be that'd probably be a better, I wouldn't say boss. I would just say assertive would be a better word. Okay? Let other people steer things every once in a while. Okay? You don't need to be so anal about things, you know, where they have to go your way all the time, you know? Justice. Okay, for those of you in a lawsuit, in a legal battle, something's going on. Maybe there's some sort of paperwork, there's some sort of mediation or litigation or something. Thumbs up, looking good, no worries. Okay, now that's out of the way. Truth, balance, mental clarity. You know, I feel like a lot of you are kind of putting people up for review in your life. I think, like, do you know any, like, how they would weight your heart against a feather? You know what I mean? That's what I'm seeing. So I think you're trying to really see, and this is, I think, is in terms of people, environments, work, anything like that that's like really super important to you. That's what you're weighing. What it makes you feel like. So if this is something that really steals your joy, it's something that is not helpful in any way, you're cutting it out, okay? Or you need to. If this is something, though, that makes you feel very light, very free, very alive, keep it. It's not rocket science. I know it's, you might even be in a situation where you can't exactly get away as far as you'd like to anyway. That's fine. Look at it as a lesson. You're getting a way to learn how to master your own environment. You need to be able to be anywhere and be at peace with yourself. Because it's not always, this perfect environment and everything you want around you. That's not always how things work. And to think like that, I mean, things always work out. That's good to think. But, sometimes things don't seem like they're working at the moment. Number 11. They keep pointing to number 11. I love number 11. I'm a number 11. Everything is number 11 for me. Okay, look. There's a lot of things happening, and you won't know why. Okay, there's a purpose. Again, and this has been happening for a couple weeks now with this. It's not a setback, it's a set up. I keep hearing that. It's not a setback, it's a set up. It's not a setback, it's a set up. And I think this is like more collective than like individual signs, as far as horoscopes and things like that. Like not just fire signs, not just water signs, not just earth signs. Like it's a collective thing, okay? I think certain things are being kept from you, from people on purpose. Sometimes it's better not to know things right away. And that's what's going on. What made 11 think of that is because I actually, sometimes when it comes to myself, it's almost like I'm not able to see for myself. And I know what it is. I know I'm being blocked. Like I'm not able to see. And that's not normal. Usually if I try, I can see anything I want. But sometimes I can't do it for myself. And that's what made me think of that, is the 11, because I'm 11. So it made me, there's a reason you don't know. Don't worry about what the reason is. I'm not sure why you... Okay, I asked, you know, why can't they? They said time will tell. They're not going to give me anything on that. So, ooh. Someone will show their true colors. Okay. Someone's going to, and it doesn't have to be bad. So don't go thinking, oh my God. No, shouldn't have, you know, ominously laughed like that. I'm sorry. Shouldn't have done that. Someone is gonna end up showing you a truth about them, a truth about a situation, a truth about something. So 611. The decision is yours. You have free will. Just make sure you know what you're doing. You know, because they're saying they're taking me back to the weighing the heart. At the end of everything, will it have made your heart lighter or heavier? And intention. Okay. Some of you need to like reevaluate your intention. What is your intention? Okay, some of you aren't getting anywhere with what you're trying to manifest because you don't have an intention. You have to have an intention. You have to have a reason. You have to have a purpose, some sort of reason for it happening, for doing it. Like, why? What is your why? Find a why. Find your why. For those of you that have set an intention, I think this is probably just confirmation that good job. Some of you are going to be, like, I feel like crown and heart chakras really are going to be, like, popping off. Like, it's, so if your head's itchy, maybe you can have a bit of a headache. It feels like pressury, tingles. Anyone who's, you know, works with their heart a lot knows that it's like, can be beating or it can be all sorts of crazy. You know, if you think it's something really wrong, go to the doctor, obviously. Don't, you know, allow yourself to lay there having a heart attack being like, it's just my heart chakra opening. Go to the hospital. You know, I mean, I feel like I shouldn't have to tell you, but I don't need going to the hospital and be like, that bitch told me to open my heart chakra. If you need to go to the hospital, please go to the hospital. Okay? Be a light for other people. It's random. Okay, I feel like when you allow yourself to shine naturally, like when you aren't really trying, that's when the magic happens. You know, you don't need to do anything. You don't need to be anything. You already are something, you know? Yeah, I think I'll stop there. All right. I hope that was able to help somebody. I hope you have a really wonderful day. And if you feel so inclined, Divine Destiny 1111 is my Instagram name. Go be friends with me on there. I have a pretty cool page. Funny stuff. DivineDestinyTarot.com is my website if you need a reading. Obviously, I do that. I hope you have a really good day. All right? Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Okay. Ace of Earth is Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful, beautiful card. It's the card with the hand of God that is just handing you this big, beautiful pentacle, which is everything you've ever wanted. That's coming. But it might not be packaged how you want it to, or it might just be the beginning stages of it. Okay? But it is the path that will lead you to where you need to be going, what you want to be doing, that sort of thing. Some of you might have gotten a raise or will be getting a raise. Maybe you're getting some sort of promotion. Spring, summertime, this time is going to be very important for a lot of people. Oh, my tummy's growling. I'm hungry. Business things that come up that are offered to you, opportunities, endeavors, things like that. If they seem on the up and up, take them. Okay? They'll be very lucrative for you. You know, and this isn't, like I said about the Pentacles, in the last, ouch, ow. In the last pile, maybe you need to go watch that since I'm talking about that. They might take a while. So this might not be something that you see an immediate return of an investment on. So if that's something like that's your thing, then don't worry about it. This is something that, you know, might take a little effort, might take a little time, but the rewards will be amazing. And it's basically an opportunity just being handed to you by God. Okay, so this is something that you kind of need to take advantage of. You know, don't let being lazy, don't let being, unmotivated or anything else stop you from taking this. You know, if it's just you don't want to, all right, fine. But, you know, if it's just a matter of, you know, you don't want to do the work, come on, you know? All right, you have everything you need, like, and you have time to do it. It's not like you have to know how to do everything right now. You can take time to learn. Look, I have no idea what I'm doing. And I managed to sort of get videos up, kind of. Look at that. That's inspiring, right? There's new growth. Or you want there to be new growth. Okay. Some of you, maybe I'm select few. I said you want growth, and I immediately saw the Ace of Wands, which to me usually indicates something like this, that there's a pregnancy or a baby. So either some of you want a baby, or maybe you're thinking about what baby life would be like. Maybe some of you are pregnant already. Congratulations. That's you. Okay, I heard tradition. So don't be afraid to break free from traditions. These traditions that are out, and I don't want to go off on a tangent here, and I feel it coming. But some traditions, okay, they're great, they're family oriented and wonderful and unique. Awesome. But some traditions are traditions to keep you traditionally stuck, traditionally blinded, traditionally dumb, stuck in a lower vibration. Okay, so sometimes getting rid of traditions or belief systems that we have, that we've carried, and just, why do we do this, Mom? We've always done it. Why? Right? Why? Why are we doing that? Does anyone know? No? Okay. But we're still going to do it? Okay. No. No. Especially if you were having children, so that might have something to do since it was brought up right after. Don't let anyone tell you how to raise your kid. Like, you go ahead and listen to advice, and people who are older have been through things, but we're coming into an age where we really have to start raising children differently. And it's imperative that we raise children differently now. The children that are coming here now, they have to be raised and handled differently. Okay? So these traditions aren't going to work anymore. So if you're wanting to get pregnant, if you are pregnant, you need to evaluate things like that. Okay? You don't need to indoctrinate a child into any of this. We're trying to get away from that. Some of you might not know what the hell I'm talking about. Some of you might be like, I get it. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. Doesn't mean I'm a shitty reader, okay? So just keep your comments. What are new beginnings? And some of them are inescapable. Okay? Sometimes the things that we do, no matter how much we think we had a choice in it, we think we had a role in like choosing it, sometimes it turns out it was just supposed to happen that way. Okay? Things have a tendency of happening how they should for this timeline that you're on. Okay? For how it needs to happen. It'll happen. Some of you are actually feeling like very stuck, very just in this not going anywhere energy. Maybe from decisions you've made. Maybe you feel stuck to something now because you made a decision and it sure was a shitty one. Now you're getting burned. Let me look at him. Look at the guy. He's burned. She's got a tail full of grapes. She's doing just fine. But him, he's getting his ass lit on fire. I mean, which would you rather? I'd rather have the grapes, obviously. And look, he's like, can I have some of them? Look at him. He's like, please, can I have some of those grapes? And she's just like, oh. Some of you are connected to somebody and it's like super karmic. Like, if it was a superhero, it'd be like super karmic guy. This is like super karmic situation here. Okay? They feel like they're chained to each other. They're not. They're not chained to each other. The chains don't go to each other. They go to the ring, which is bound by the devil. Okay? They are bound by something very carnal, very earthly, very karmic, very dense, very heavy. And it's not that they're to each other. This isn't like it's a debt. You know, this is not a connection in a soul, like your heart and your emotions, like all that recognizes this person. That's not, they don't resonate deeply with those levels. This is not that person. This is a person who is manipulative. They are self-centered. They are just like, they're willing to take and take and take, but it's almost like they want you to beg for scraps, to like have anything given back to you. I'm not getting really mad. Like what? But you still go there looking for it. Why? Why are you still wanting their scraps? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Oh. Well, I guess so. Well, I heard, sorry, I'll have like, I have this going on, I have this going on, sometimes I have this going, like, it's like hard, I'm, talking to things. They said it's because they have to be right now. Okay, so this is, if you're dealing with this is just how things are playing out, okay? Just know that you're not bound to them. Okay, it's a situation, it's a debt, it's something that you're working through, it's a lesson. Okay, find the lesson. And that will, like whichever one of them is able to break their chain, they're free. The other person will still be stuck there. That's how you know they're not connected. Because if like one person managed to get free, they could take the other person with them because they're connected. They're not. Two separate chains. If he busts this chain out, she's still stuck here to this guy. She's still going to be out, being this way. And vice versa. Man or woman, like it's interchangeable. And I feel like it's like a woman that's doing the taking for this scenario. If you gotta beg for grapes, you shouldn't be with them. You should be with somebody who'll give you grapes because they want to. Because they also like grapes. Yeah, I saw a meme the other day. It just made me think of it. It's like, don't let anyone tell you you're a free salsa, you're the guacamole, or something like that. It was really cute. I was like, oh, that's cute. Random, but. Okay, so whichever one you are, okay, don't feel chained to them or the situation. You're chained to a lesson. And once that lesson is learned, you'll be free, okay? And you don't need to worry about what the lesson is, you won't figure it out. Just relax, okay? But you need to be aware of what's happening. You need to be able to see how you're being used. And you know how you're being used. You just don't want to admit it. I don't know why. But I mean, maybe this is, you know, somebody you've been with for a long time. Maybe this is, you know, it's maybe your kids together. Maybe you have all these things that are, you know, eating away at you. I get it. Okay. You don't need to worry is what my point is. That's good, great things coming. Okay. So no matter what you're chained to now, no matter what your perspective is or how stuck you are, that's a mindset. It's all a mindset. We don't need to have that anymore. Enchantment. I love this card. It's got a unicorn on it. Yeah, it's pretty. He's like sneezing out light. Do you see him? Look at him sneezing out light. Magical as fuck. Some kind of big bird in the back. Maybe it looks like a swan, kind of. We have swans at my park, and we go there all the time and feed them. Me and my daughter, we love them. They like come when they see us, like, because we always bring oats with us. When they see us, they like come honking because they know they're gonna get fed. It's adorable. I got a video of it the last time we were there. It was so cute. Someone feels like they're under an enchantment right now. And if that's you, I have good news for you. It won't work. Okay, and it'll just end up going back to the person that did it and really screwing them up. So that'll even be a good way of seeing who did it to you, because like everything will really go shitty for them. Like you do not, like I get it, like that seems to be what a lot of people do is they'll do, you have to be careful with magic. Like people I don't think realize what they're doing when they do this stuff. It's serious. Okay? So if you're going and doing something that messes with free will, good luck to you. Don't come near me. Okay? You no. Nope. Okay, so if you do feel like that, no worries. It won't last and they'll get what's coming to them. Threefold, actually. So, it's the rule of three. Some of you are actually feeling enchanted, but you don't feel like you actually have a spell on you. You're just very enchanted by someone, which is good. Definitely not as creepy. I really feel somebody might have, oh my God, 33, 633. Somebody might have, oh my God. Wow. Would that be like, if someone likes you that much? Wow. To like I'll put a spell on you. This is like some hocus pocus shit right here that I'm seeing. Like people actually paying for a spell, for an enchantment, for some kind of, like a honey jar almost. Yeah. If you've seen any tiny jars hiding around your house, if you've noticed dirt being dug up in your yard anywhere, you could have a spell on you. So go around and look if it's you, because it's going to be near you if that's what they're doing. Wow. Whoever this person is, they're special. They are special. And they're down to their last resorts. Okay, so the bond is weakening. That's good. The hold the scenario has is weakening. once you're able to transcend this one experience, okay, and that's all this is. It's just one experience. That's it. 5 years from now, you won't give a shit about it, okay? Once you're able to transcend this, I mean, do you see how beautiful? You probably can't because of my shitty camera, but can you imagine how pretty that is? If you could kind of see it. There's water and green and trees and there's unicorns. Like it's super pretty. Like there's no reason to lose hope. There's no reason to be like, oh my God, this is the situation. It's just a situation. Situations change. They could change tomorrow. You know, I don't want you to lose hope. I don't want anyone to lose hope here. For some of you, you're not even dealing with this, so you're kind of probably just like, okay, this has nothing to do with me. Sorry. Whoever is dealing with this, with a karmic in general, things change. Don't lose hope. Okay? You know, you have no reason to rush to learn. You have no reason to, you know, there's no reason to rush. It's fine, okay? If they're doing that stuff, if they are honestly resorting to putting spells and spell work and hiring people to do things like that, there may be, you need to get the fuck out, okay? There's something wrong there. You should not be messing with people's free will. If you have to put a spell on somebody for them to love you, why do you even want them to love you? They don't. Like they don't. I don't get it. Like deep down they have to know that. So that means that they're motivated by something other than love, because they don't care about love. They don't care if you love them. They don't care if they love you. There's something else that's motivating them. You need to watch out for that person. Because if they're willing to stoop that low, they're willing to stoop to all sorts of lows. Remember the Ace of Wands? Okay? If you're not wanting to get pregnant with this person, you need to be careful. They could be the kind of person poking holes in condoms. Like, I don't mean to freak anybody out, but if you will know if you're dealing with someone as crazy as that, you'll know. Okay, so this is going to be for like maybe one person. Okay, but I have to tell you, if there's a chance that somebody is trying to trap you in some sort of a situation that, you know, really could be avoided, you need to know about it. Like that took a hell of a turn, the enchantment card. Like you go from unicorns to poking holes in condoms. Come on now. The fuck? Some of you, your karmics may not be on this level of crazy, but they'd get their own award, you know? Right, so I hope this was able to help you. I went like way over my time. I only want to do like 15 minutes, and here it is, almost 25. So I'm sorry about that, and I'm sorry if it really didn't resonate with a lot of people, because I know this is really only going to probably resonate, at least the second half of it, with somebody who's dealing with a very toxic karmic. Okay, so, you know, if you really didn't get a whole lot from this one, pick another card. Try going back to one or two. Okay, sorry. I have to, if something comes up, like I have to say it, I can't not say it. All right. I hope that was able to help somebody. And I hope you have a really great day. Divine Destiny 1111, be my friend on Instagram. DivineDestinyTarot.com is my website. Go ahead and get a reading from me. They're super great. All right. Have a good day. Bye.